Hey there, my name is Ben, and I cover the cloud industry from an IT business strategy point of view. Today we'll be talking about why large enterprises are hesitant to drive into the cloud. There are really two things reflecting their unwillingness to fly into this cloud: security and availability. Now there are other additional pain points to consider, such as integration, migration issues, as well as a lack of cloud training, and we'll certainly tackle those at another time. But for now, our focus today will be on large enterprise segments, demanding data protection and complete high availability. Well, let's dive into security. For now, we haven't had a major nuclear bomb go off just yet, and this should be a good thing. But the recent Evernote security breach isn't warming the hearts of large enterprise executives either. As we understand it, hackers were able to access their database and steal credentials and emails. And it was a good thing that their passwords were salted and hashed, avoiding a LinkedIn repeat. My assumptions lead toward two possibilities: that a user fell for a spear phishing attack, allowing malware to steal their credentials, and further propagating into their network with the same malware payload. On the other hand, because Evernote quickly updated their software, this could also suggest that those nasty hackers used the iOS developer site called iPhone Dev SDK to inject malware and infect iOS developers, with Evernote being one of the victims. Either way, this certainly shows cloud computing continues to face security challenges, keeping large enterprises at bay. Availability. We've witnessed major cloud outages over the past 2 years. But as we begin 2013, Dropbox decided to become the first contestant as a major outage player. And for a gruesome 15 hours, Dropbox users were dead in the water. And even ironically, Amazon Web Services, better known as AWS, had a major outage back in October 2012, which caused Dropbox, Netflix, Pinterest, and even Salesforce to go into the dark. In addition, it was just recently reported on a PR Newswire article that 40% of IT managers had undergone a cloud outage, possibly resulting in executives to start the chopping block process. Not a good thing for IT staffers to experience. So what can we do to get large enterprises to believe in the cloud? As far as security, I feel it is much more efficient to have a dedicated and managed security system. One that consists not only of software and hardware, but security intelligence professionals as well. I've seen security strategies where cloud vendors will outsource to another security vendor, like McAfee, to secure their main cloud channels using either on-premise, SaaS, or hybrid deployment options. In addition, the human factor is still your best bet. Even though we are now dealing with the cloud, the same concept applies: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. And large enterprise executives need to see tangible, cohesive security system that will provide SIEM, IPS, firewall, security analytics, and so forth that is an aspect of the cloud vendor's architecture. Do you really think a large company will entrust a cloud provider to handle their core activities just yet? Absolutely not. Not unless there is a solid security strategy in place. And compliance is an entirely different obstacle. More on that later in future videos. In terms of availability, as I stated earlier, we have seen some huge cloud outages, most of which were the result of human error. This problem definitely goes back to robust cloud training for IT staff, but more importantly, resiliency needs to become the vital component of the entire cloud infrastructure. This means we simply cannot rely on data replication strategies. There needs to be tools that literally detect, analyze, and most importantly, mitigate an outage before it happens. This includes shutting down unhealthy instances with weak security policies and appear overloaded in capacity, hence a fully automated proactive HA system. Marketing can finally promote a 5 nines into their SLAs, and that can actually happen. I'm seeing quite a few companies with cool ideas to tackle these challenges for large enterprises. Amazon certainly is the market leader right now, but they even face difficulty in convincing large enterprises that the cloud is completely safe. Nevertheless, change is imminent. and we'll soon discuss other players and how they will impact the cloud in the future.